Re-
Hello, good evening.
Good evening, madam.
Yeah, okay. So wait until I share the slides. Can you remember what we did last? Yeah, okay. So just have a look at this. So according to my memory, what we did last, it was how to evaluate English language. So that's what my memory says. Anyway, we'll verify it here. Okay, so evaluation in English language. Yeah, just correct me whether I am correct or yes. What's
Yes,
your
ma'am.
yes? Okay, so we were talking about our main topic. It was evaluation in English language. That was the topic. Sorry, it was not the topic. Yeah, let me see according to the syllabus. Okay. So, okay. So, where is this? Okay. Okay. So then evaluate the difference. Actually, our topic was differences in evaluation of English language and literature. Okay, that was the topic. Okay, so evaluation in English language. That is the topic we completed. Can you see this evaluation in English language?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, under that, I will quickly remind you what we did. Okay, so then first we discuss evaluation is a critical component in English language teaching and learning. So evaluation is must. So there are advantages of evaluation. For an example, because of evaluation, teachers can get a feedback, not only teachers, even students. Then we discussed purposes of evaluation, assessing students' progress, providing feedback, informing instruction, measuring program outcomes, whether the expected outcomes have been achieved. And then there are different types of tests for language evaluation. We discussed them also. There are I'm just showing you what we did. Then purposes of achievement test we discussed in detail. Okay, you can. Okay, so today we are going to do, we have completed evaluation of language. So today we are going to study how to evaluate literature. Sorry. I was talking the original topic we did, but here, let me share this also. Now can you see this?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, yes, I got confused. So after doing that topic, we came to this differentiating between evaluation of English language and literature. Okay, so here in this topic, there are two areas. One is evaluation of English language, and the other one is evaluation of English literature. So by this time, we have completed evaluation of English language. So there we discussed what's happening here. Hi. So then teaching of English, it focuses on developing four skills: listening, speaking, reading, writing. Okay. When teachers are teaching English language, or when students are learning English language, it's always with these four skills. Okay, so then we discuss these things: formative, summative. Okay, so then formative evaluation and summative evaluation is used very often in evaluating language. And then we discuss reasons for evaluation. One is for gradation, to give grades, for setting standards, for assessing the effects, for classroom teachers, for providing directions, for providing feedback. And then basically we discuss three main tests which are used to evaluate language. Hope you can remember. So these three tests are oral test, written test, and new types test. So then we discuss about oral test, types of oral test. Then written test we discussed. Under written test, there are vocabulary test, grammar test, comprehension test, composition test, translation, and then new types of test. Okay, can you remember we did this? I think
Yes.
was
Yes.
absent. Yeah. Is it clear? Karada, Karenadda. Did we do it? Can't you remember it?
We did, madam.
You did. Hi, okay. So here, this is the topic that we are going to study today. Okay, our main topic is differentiating between evaluation of English language and English literature. So we have already discussed about evaluation of English language. Okay, so there we got to know English language teaching consists of four skills: listening, speaking, reading, writing. So evaluation is also based on these areas. So we discuss in detail oral test, written test, and new types of test. Okay, today we are going to study how a literature can be evaluated. How literature can be evaluated. Okay, see, just get some idea.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, did you all read this?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So then evaluating literature is something familiar to you. As I believe you all have done literature somewhere in your educational path. So you know about this. This is not something totally new to you. Okay, so then when we think of evaluating literature, it's not a simple process. It's a complex process. Evaluating literature is complex. It's not easy. But evaluating language, it's very easy comparatively. So this evaluation of literature is tough because it requires a keen eye and critical mind. Okay, so then when it comes to literature evaluation, there are two basic needs. One is keen eye and critical mind. So then evaluator, I mean the person who is evaluating the answer script, she also should have a keen eye and a critical mind. So then what is subjectivity? How do you understand it? Yes, what is subjectivity? Okay, so then we'll understand it like this. When we are dealing with literature, it evokes, it arouses strong personal responses and interpretation. Hope you can understand what I am telling. So when we evaluate literature or when we deal with literature, it's something related to personal responses and interpretations. What's your opinion about this? So when you are analyzing a sentence under language, okay, we'll see there is a sentence like this. Analyze the parts of the following sentence. And sentence is, she went to market yesterday to buy vegetables. Okay, just imagine. So you will analyze like this. She, subject, went, verb, finite verb. To market, adverbial. To buy, infinitive. To buy vegetables. That is the object complement or something like that. Okay, so then when students answer this question, all the students will write the same. Did you get the point? But is it same with literature? You just imagine you are given a poem to write an appreciation. When students are writing the answer for the question, don't you think that their personal responses and interpretations count a lot? What's your opinion?
Personal opinions, madam.
Personal opinions are there. So then how I understand the poem and how I appreciate it is totally different from, or totally, or maybe somewhat different from how another person understand it and interpret. So that is there in literature. So here also it is mentioned. So then one reader find profound, another might dismiss that trivial. So something which is very much interested for someone may not be so for other person. Okay, so then, okay, this is called subjectivity. That means involvement of personal responses and interpretation in literature is called subjectivity. So this subjectivity is a challenging factor when it comes to evaluation of literature. Because under literature, there's no one-to-one correct answer because it is subjective. Therefore, evaluating literature is not easy like evaluating language. Are you clear with that?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Then
Okay, ma'am.
okay. So here multiple layers. So what is the meaning of multiple layers?
Many different.
Yes.
Yeah.
So yeah, what you started telling is correct. So there are different meaning, okay, including different themes, symbolism, social commentary. Okay, so there are different layers, different meaning, different understanding when it comes to literature. Okay, meanings, how I understood it is different from how you understood. So that is not because there are two persons. That is the nature of literature. Even when the writer is writing, maybe he was having many meanings in his mind. And then themes, when it comes to themes, so there may be multiple themes. If it is a short story, you just imagine. And symbolism, there may be symbols. Then social commentary, there may be different social commentary, the criticism of society. Okay, just to understand all these layers, careful analysis and deep understanding is necessary. If you just read literature, you cannot touch these multiple layers. Definitely, there are multiple layers of meaning in literary work. Maybe a poem, maybe a short story, maybe a novel, drama, whatever it is. So, all the students will not get these multiple layers. For that, you need to have a careful analysis and deep understanding. And the other thing is contextual factors. Okay, so we cannot analyze literature ignoring contextual factors. So when you are analyzing particular literary work, we have to pay our attention to historical context, cultural context, and social context. because these influence the writing. Historical background, cultural background, social background. Without the knowledge of the writer, it's there in the literary creations. Okay, so then good understanding of this is necessary for correct and crucial evaluation. Check whether you understood these things. Have you all done literature early?
Yes, madam.
Then you can easily understand what I am telling. Okay, so we'll see further.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay. Genre specific considerations. So you know what genre means under literature. So there are different genres. For an example, poems or poetry is a different genre. Short story is a different genre. Drama, novel, novella, all are different genres of literature. So when it comes to particular genre, for an example, poetry, under that also there are different genres. Ballads, blank verse, free verse, and then sonnets. What else? There are many more actually under particular genre also. So these different genres need to be evaluated differently. So for an example, evaluating a poem is totally different from evaluating a novel or a play. What's your opinion? So if you try to evaluate a drama, the same way you evaluate a novel, it's wrong. Yes, so that is one reason for for literature evaluation to be more complex. Okay, so then evolving interpretation. Okay, so then with the time also to the same book, same literary work, new interpretations can appear. Can you understand what I told? Maybe the particular novel or drama, it was written 200 years ago. So this novel or drama can be interpreted in a novel way in 20 24. Okay, literature is always becoming alive. Okay, so then it is seen in different angle. Okay, that is also there. Okay, so for an example, we'll say Pride and Prejudice. It was a Victorian novel. Or Charles Dickens' Great Expectation. Or Emily Bronte's Wuthering Heights. They were written long time ago. But now, today also, the books are open for new critical lens. Is it clear to you? So when they are evaluating, we can't stick into particular ideas only. Okay, just imagine there is a very creative student. So the student has seen at a particular novel which was written in the past in a new angle. So can teachers reject it? Can teachers reject it? Evaluators, teachers reject it, saying that this idea was not there in the past, like that?
No, ma'am.
No, no, it's not possible because even though it's a totally new idea, that is welcome when it comes to the evaluation of literature. Sorry? Can't hear what you said. That is the meaning of evolving interpretations. For an example, I will give you one example. You might have heard of the drama Tempest, written by William Shakespeare. So, William Shakespeare, he was there in Elizabethan era. So, when William Wordsworth was writing the drama Tempest, the British people had not invaded the countries in the world. Okay, the British was having power only within the British territory. But there are some incidents in the drama Tempest which can be analyzed using post-colonial aspect. Okay, but Shakespeare, he did not see colonialism even. Post-colonialism came after colonialism. So Shakespeare, he was not aware of colonialism because it was not started during that time. But the drama Tempest can be interpreted in colonial perspective. And okay, hope it is clear to you. And we'll go to this. Okay. So while reading, you first try to understand by yourself. It doesn't matter taking much time. Rather than reading the words, you read words first and then you try to get an idea. And later when we discuss, you can imagine whether the idea you got is correct or wrong. Yes, did you finish reading?
Yes,
Yeah,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Hari, okay, we'll understand. So then, when we delve or when we read literature, we all know it's not simply reading words on a page. Okay, so then when we just imagine we are reading a short story. Reading a short story, it doesn't mean reading the words. Reading literature stuff is something more than just word reading. For an example, when we are reading, we have to think of the narrative style, the characters, the ideas, everything. Okay, so as a result, when we read literary work, we are taken to another world. The short story reading or novel reading or poem, whatever it is, it evokes our emotions. Okay, so when we are reading literary text, we have to pay attention to author's intent, why this particular writer wrote this, underlining themes, and the impact of the text on the reader. All these things are there when we read literature. You see? Okay, now we'll see key aspect of English literature evaluation. See,
Okay, ma'am.
okay. So here the topic is a key aspect of literature evaluation, textual analysis. So textual analysis means when we read a literary text, we pay our attention to language, structure, imagery, figurative language used within the text. Okay, to understand the deep meaning. Okay, so when we are reading a short story, when we are reading a poem, we are paying our attention to all these things. That is called textual analysis. Okay, we do not ignore anything. We pay our attention to everything in simple way. Okay, here I have taken one example. Are you all familiar with the short story Old Man at the Bridge?
Yes, ma'am.
Harry, okay. Now we'll see. I thought that you may be familiar with that. Okay, so here I will share these things also. Just read it. When you read this, you will get an idea.
Ma'am, I can't read anything, ma'am.
Huh? You can't see it?
No, ma'am.
Wait, I share it. I thought it will automatically. Now can you see?
No, ma'am. Yes.
Okay, ma'am. Now, okay.
Okay, sorry. I thought I hyperlinked it, but I thought it will come automatically, but it did not come.
Madam,
Yeah.
madam, we can see the micro word, madam. That PD document.
Yeah,
In the
document
present.
only. Yeah, document only. It's not a PowerPoint presentation.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, Hari. Okay. Hari. Okay, I will enlarge the words.
Ma'am, can you scroll down, ma'am?
Hari. Okay, sure.
Scroll down.
Okay.
Okay, so from this part of you will get an idea about textual analysis. Okay, see, so this is a sample answer, but you can elaborate this more. Hari. textual analysis of Ernest Hemingway's Old Man and the Bridge. So can you remember earlier we got to know under textual analysis, particular literary text is analyzed in different angles. The language is paid attention, the narrative style is paid attention, the themes, the techniques, everything. So see here, the first, the power of minimalism. I don't know whether you have heard of this. Minimalism is a writing style. Okay, so it was started by famous writers like Raymond Carver. Okay, minimalism is a writing style. So minimalistic writers, they convey a huge idea using a simple words, using simple writing. For an example, under minimalism, you can see the writer is describing things in detail. And then writer is not giving lengthy descriptions of people or places. So writers are very, very economical. Economical means using a little few number of words, they are giving a huge meaning. So you all told that you have read the short story Old Man at the Bridge. Then you know it's a very short drama. One can read it within 3 minutes actually. And there are very few characters, only 2 characters are there, soldier and the old man. Okay, so then even the dialogues are very simple. I was taking care of animals. So that is how it says. Okay, so power of minimalism can be seen in this story. The story is very simple, using particular very small number of words. The writer is giving a huge idea. Minimalism, did you get an idea? Minimalism, or else I can show you a slide. Wait, I will give you an idea, more idea about minimalism. Wait. Let me show it to you. I think I had a prepared slide not for you at some other place. See here. Yeah. Yeah, wait, I will search and show it to you. Okay. I will surely find it and tell it to you. Harry. Okay. So minimalism means have I shared the correct one? Yeah. So under minimalism, the minimalism means the writers will express a huge idea, very heavy idea using very limited number of words. Okay, minimalism. That means minimum. You can understand the meaning of minimum. That means very small minimum amount. A power of minimalism. The short story, Old Man at the Bridge, is a very short story. But it gives a huge idea that those who read, they can never forget the story. Now is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So under this textual writing, this answer paid attention to the language, the style. And then the indifference of war. That is the theme. Okay, now we have paid our attention to the writing style, then the theme, and then significance of setting. And that is described. The bridge, a liminal space between safety and danger. It's a pontoon bridge. Okay, so then role of the narrator. The soldier is the narrator, and this is in the Spanish Civil War. Served as a detached observer of the old man's plight. It's just like that, the role of the narrator. And then the symbols, the old man as a symbol. The old man, the old man represents the countless victims of war who are overlooked and forgotten. Okay, so this old man is a single person, but he represents the countless war victims. Okay, so here also see the conclusion. In conclusion, Old Man at the Bridge is a powerful and timeless story that continues to resonate with readers through its minimalistic style, vivid imagery, and poignant theme. Okay, here you see. So in this answer, the writer has paid attention to different areas of the story. So this is an example for textual writing, textual answer. Is it clear to you? Yes, we'll see something like this as you get at the exam. Analyze the theme. The war is useless in the drama with reference to the drama Old Man at the Bridge. So let's see. There is a question like that. Analyze the theme. That the war is futile with reference to the drama Old Man at the Bridge. So if the question was like that, do you touch all these things? Is the question clear? So see the question like this. Discuss the theme that war is futile with reference to the drama Old Man at the Bridge. So there, what will be your focus? Did I ask you a tough
About the
question?
setting, ma'am.
Yeah, no, yes, about the theme. Particular theme, the prompt. this question has been set based on the theme. Theme means the boy is useless. So there we cannot write a textual answer because we have to pay attention only to that. But under textual answer, we can touch all these things like this. Textual analysis. Okay, under textual analysis, you can look at the drama in different angles, the language, the writing style, theme, symbolism, everything. Okay. Okay, so this is what we discussed. The textual analysis is available in literature evaluation. We'll go to the next one, character analysis.
Okay.
Right. Sometimes the literature can be analyzed evaluated using questions related to character analysis. This is also something very familiar to you. You see here.
Madam, we can't open it, madam.
Yeah, you can't see it. Yeah, I have to share it. Sorry. Now is it clear? Visible?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, just get an idea.
Can I scroll down, ma'am?
Are you okay?
Okay, ma'am.
Hari, okay. Hari, okay, that's all. So here we'll see. So this is an example for character analysis. Okay, so then here we see what the vulnerability. That means old man is a vulnerable figure. That means easily victimized to certain things. He is unable to escape the conflict. So because of his vulnerability. So easily become a victim. And then resilience. What does it mean? Okay, resilience means ability to stand erect even when there is problems. The capability to stand to recover from something quickly. So then old man, he is in a danger actually, but he is okay with the situation. He is capable to face it. Resilience. So here he has survived the war's initial onslaught and continues to cling to hope, even as his situation deteriorates. So he has already lost everything, but still he is hopeful. Stoicism, that means whatever happened, he look at it in a balanced way. The old so whatever happens, the old man accept it without any complaint. So that is stoicism. The old man accept his fate without a quiet dignity. He doesn't complain. That is the thing. He does not blame anybody. Okay, so these are the characteristics. You can see more than this. And then impact on the nature. So narrative. So then how he connect with the narration like that. A character analysis is one way of asking questions under literature. Okay, so we are talking about evaluation of literature. So then we can have textual analysis evaluation, character analysis evaluation, and then theme analysis. Okay, you just see.
Okay, ma'am.
Yeah. A theme analysis. So then, as I told you early, so there can be evaluative questions, evaluation questions based on a theme. Identify the underlying themes and message of the text. Exploring how these themes relate to universal human experience. So these are the questions. These are the areas where you can consider to set questions on the themes. Analyze the theme of love and loss in romantic novel. Okay, so then literary devices. Okay, so there can be evaluative questions based on literary devices, metaphor, simile, symbolism, allusion, all these things. And then
Okay, ma'am.
okay. Okay, critical perspectives. That means we can examine different interpretations of the text through various critical lenses like feminist criticism, Marxist literary criticism, psychoanalytic literary criticism, and then evaluation method in practice, and there are many more. So have you heard of there are literary theories? So this literary text can be analyzed using literary theories. For an example, there are Marxist literary theory, so feminist literary theory, psychoanalytic literary theory, then post-colonial literary theory. Just like that, there are different literary theories. And using these theories also, we can analyze literary work. For an example, even the short story, Old Man at the Bridge. So we can analyze under psychoanalytic literary theory, or else we can analyze it under post-structuralism. Okay, there are theories like that. They can be used to evaluate literature. I will show you one. Okay, sorry, something happened. I will just put it. Still, it was not shared. Where were you? Yes. Here. We are here. Okay, can you see it again? Can you see it?
Yes, madam.
Sorry, okay, something happened. I don't know what it is. Sorry, okay. Character analysis, theme analysis, critical perspective, historical contextualization.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay. Historical contextualization. So there can be evaluative questions. Questions under literature which are related to historical contextualization. So then, rather without paying attention to the themes or the textual analysis, there can be a question with reference to a literary work. The question is about how the history is visible in that particular literary text. For an example, examine the impact of the Victorian era on the work of Charles Dickens. Okay, sometimes the particular literary text can be given. Or else analyze the historical impact of the Victorian era on the novel Great Expectation by Charles Dickens. Okay, so then that novel, based on the particular novel, there is a question. That question is not directly related to the novel, but it is related to the historical contextualization of that era. Okay, so that way we can analyze literature. Okay, next.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, so then there can be questions under literature based on close reading. So you know what close reading? So under close reading, we are trying to get a very thorough idea about the text. So that is a kind of detailed examination. So when you are close reading literary stuff, you have to pay your attention to every word, every phrase and sentence. Okay, so then see the example. Analyzing a poem line by line to understand its rhythm, rhyming scheme and meaning. Okay, so then that is also a kind of evaluation, literature evaluation. So then such questions also will start with the question analyze. Analyze the poem shall I compare thee to a summer's day by William Shakespeare? Okay, when you get a question like that, you have to answer after close reading the text. Okay, so Hari, we'll go to the next one.
Okay, ma'am.
Hari, okay. So we can make questions under literature using literary theories. I told you that this early also. So then there are different literary theories. So we can use them to make questions under literature. For an example, feminist literary theory, Marxist literary theory, psychoanalytical theory, post-structure. There are many more theories. Okay, so they also can be used to make questions on literature to evaluate. That is also there. So then, if I have enough time today, I will show you how to do this. Before that, we'll go to this. Okay, comparative analysis. So you may get some idea about this. So what is comparative analysis? So comparing and contrasting. So that is the basic meaning of comparative analysis. So you might have seen sometimes as a question, we are asked to compare and contrast two literary text, maybe two poems, two short stories, poem and a short story like that. So when we get these type of questions, we have to highlight similarities plus differences. Okay, comparative analysis questions are a type of evaluation of literature. Hi.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay. Annotated bibliography. Okay. So that means bibliography, you have an idea. Annotated bibliography means uh, creating a list of relevant literary sources with summaries and critical commentary. I have no idea how far this annotated bibliography is used as a way of evaluating literature in Sri Lanka. But in Western countries, it is used. That means it's just like kind of a reflective thing actually. So then students will be learning literature for a whole term or a semester. So they can have a list of relevant literary sources with summaries and critical commentary. It's just like maintaining a portfolio. And then literary essays, writing analytical essays that interpret and evaluate a specific aspect of literary work. Okay, so we can ask students to write literary essays, analytical essays based on some literary genres, literary sections. Okay, so you can easily understand.
Okay.
Okay, the oral presentations can be used to evaluate literature. Okay, so yeah, so then oral presentations, they can be individual, pair, or group. Oral presentations are a nice tool of evaluating literature. And nowadays, these oral presentations and group work, so they are group oral presentation, it's very popular even in the university setup. Because now there's no point of even the lecturers, they discuss and they say there's no point of giving them take home assignment using chat GPT and all these things. They will copy something. So just to avoid it, the universities, they have started taking oral presentation. So oral presentation that also can be copied to a certain extent. They can present something through their memorizing, through memory. But even then, that's better than written assignment. That's what the universities say these days.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, character analysis questions can be there. Here, earlier also we speak about it. Character analysis. I showed you one example, analyzing the character arc of Hamlet in Shakespeare's play, and we discussed the same with reference to old man in the short story Old Man at the Bridge. Okay, study. So now you know, you got an idea in which way literary questions can be set to evaluate a literature. Okay, now we will see types of questions in English literature. See, so there are various types of questions to examine a literature at the exam. Okay, we'll pay our attention to it here. Now you know what close reading, because we have done it. Okay, close reading questions. So now you know what close reading question, close reading. So here see the example. Analyze the significance of the recurring motif of the color red in chapter 3 of the Scarlet Letter. Okay, so that is the way that close reading questions are said. Okay, so then here you see, analyze the significance of the recurring motif of the color red. So you have to thoroughly check in chapter 3 how this particular color red is used, and then you have to analyze it. Okay, so then Scarlet Letter is a nice novel actually. So when you read that novel, there may be, I can't remember exactly, but I have read the novel. So then this question is about a particular chapter, and that chapter contains many times the color red. So the question is asking to analyze it. Then character analysis questions. Now you know what character analysis is. Okay, character analysis question. You see here, discuss the complex nature of Hamlet's character, focusing on his indecision and procrastination. Okay, that is the question with reference to the character analysis. Next, we'll see theme analysis question. I have told you what theme analysis question analysis is. Okay, theme analysis question. You see here, explore the theme of isolation in Heart of Darkness and how it is conveyed through setting and characterization. So I know that you haven't read the shorts novel Heart of Darkness, but you can get an idea how questions are set based on the themes. Explore the theme of isolation in Heart of Darkness and how it is conveyed through setting and characterization. Okay, you too can have prepare similar questions with reference to a novel you are familiar with. So that is the best thing. You also can make questions like this. Here. Okay. Literary device analysis question.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay. So see the question, literary device analysis question. Analyze the use of symbolism in the novel The Great Gatsby. Just forget the novel, focusing on the significance of the green light. Okay, so here the green light might have been used as a symbol. Okay, the question is asking to analyze it. Okay, so then you can think about literary text where you can see a particular symbol. You just think about, then you may remember some examples for this. Or you can say analyze the use of symbolism in the novel, in the short story, The Old Man at the Bridge. So there are lots of symbols. Pontoon bridge is a symbol, and then there are animals, goats, cat and pigeons. They all are symbols. Next. Comparative analysis question, you see, compare and contrast the portrayal of madness in Hamlet and King Lear. Hamlet and King Lear, they are two dramas written by Shakespeare, William Shakespeare. So question asks there, the students to analyze how madness is portrayed in both dramas. Okay, then. Contextual analysis question. You see, discuss the impact of Victorian society on themes explored in Jane Eyre. Okay, so context analysis means how that particular historical, social, and cultural context influence the text. See, now critical analysis question.
Okay, ma'am.
Sorry, okay. Critical analysis question. You see, critically analyze the effectiveness of the ending of the Catcher in the Rye. Okay, so critical analysis question, actually they are really subjective. So to answer them, you have to be very creative. So your personal opinions are better. So critically analyze. So you have to prove them. Okay, so that is there. We'll see some more. Hi. Sorry. Hi, here. Essay questions. Okay, essay type of question. Write an essay discussing the role of fate and free will in Romeo and Juliet. Okay, so then that is an essay type of question. Discussing the role of fate and free will in Romeo and Juliet. Okay, so now you got to know how questions appear under literature for evaluation. Okay, so then if I brief you, so then at the end, I have to tell that also I have given you a question. Okay, so now see, okay, just read it and get some idea. Okay, so here see the question. Discuss the key differences between evaluating English language and English literature. Okay, this is what we were talking about these 2 weeks. First, we discuss how to evaluate English language. Today, we discuss how to evaluate English literature. So now you have to discuss the key differences between evaluating English language and literature. How do these differences impact the assessment method employing in each subject? Okay, because of these differences, you have to change the assessment method also, different assessment method. How do these differences impact the assessment method employed in each subject? So assessment method in English language is different from the assessment method of English literature. How can you answer this question? We'll simply discuss. Okay, just think of what we learned and just get an idea. Okay, what are the differences? How can, so this question contain 2 parts. Okay, how can we answer it? The first part.
In English language, ma'am,
Yeah.
we considered the 4 things: writing,
Yes.
reading, listening, uh, reading, writing.
And speaking.
Yes, and in the literature, ma'am,
Yeah.
we will write according to the short story and according to the poem only. We should write the answers.
Okay, exactly what you told is correct. Under English language, we are focusing on 4 skills. So then 4 skill: listening, speaking, reading, writing. And then under literature, we are focusing on how students understood the things, how they use their creativity, like that. Okay, that's correct. So then accordingly, under English language, there are 3 types of test: oral test, written test, and new types test. But under literature, so as it is a complex process, there are different types of questions. Okay, just like that, when you go through the note, I will share it. You can recognize it very easily. And then evaluating English language is comparatively easy. But evaluating English literature is a complex process. The reason for that is evaluating language is objective. Evaluating literature is subjective. That also you can remember. You can write it down somewhere. Evaluating language is objective. That means personal opinions and emotions are not matter in language evaluation. But in evaluating of literature, it is subjective. The writers, the students' personal opinions and emotions are a matter. Okay, did you get an idea? Check whether it is clear to you. Objective and subjective, is it clear? Objective and subjective, is it clear? Objective means when there are objective questions, all are writing the same answer. In that way, you just remember it. Subjective questions, when there are subjective questions, there can be different answers, because subjective questions differ according to the understanding and interpretation of the person. Person to person, it changes. Is it clear?
Yes, madam.
Harry, okay, so then you try to answer this question. So even though we are learning a lot, this is how questions appear most probably at the exam. I think so. Okay, so we are learning many more things under different topics. That is to broaden your knowledge. But everything we discuss here cannot come at the exam, but it will be a combination of questions like this. And to answer this question, you should have an overall idea about the topic. Okay, check whether you have questions. If you do not have questions, shall we wind up the session? Today is 4th. Then again, okay. So shall we wind up the session? There's no word. Okay, anyway, we'll stop here. Have a nice day. Good night.
Good night, madam. Thank
Okay,
you.
good night.